everybody.
Hello, everyone.
We'll give you a couple minutes to come in. Let us know if you can hear us. We had the computer restart on us this morning, so I had to figure out everything since Brian is not here today. He is on vacation. So let us know if you can hear us and see us just fine. I know I'm all confused because I'm on the wrong side. I'm used to being on your side.
I'm just not used to being on any side.
No. But if you're joining us this morning, I have a couple special guests. I mean, one you've seen multiple times is my little girl, Aniston, over there. But this is my husband that I work with. His name is Chris.
Yep. Hello, everyone.
I don't know if he was very excited to join this morning. He's never done anything like this before.
You didn't give me a choice?
No, I didn't want to do this alone. It's hard talking to a computer by yourself. So I had to drag you in on this.
I guess it's because I talk to myself a lot.
Yeah. Aniston thinks it's funny. So I see a couple of you coming in. So if you do hear us and see us just fine, let us know. I'm going to get a couple things, make sure we're up on Facebook here. I see a couple comments coming in. I think it might be a little slow here. There we go. We've got a couple comments coming in. Hello, Deneen. Hi, Michelle. Aline. Yes, it took us a couple minutes here. I'm trying to figure out how to work this thing, and the computer restarted on us, and I didn't know what to do this morning. But if you're just joining, I've got a couple guests. Brian is on vacation. He and his wife went to, I think, Las Vegas.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
We just got back from our spring break last week. We got to go to Florida, which Aniston this morning reminded me that she hated last night multiple times this morning with the storms coming in, and that she wants to go to Florida because nothing can happen there. So I had to break her heart this morning. But yes, so if you're new here, my name is Nichole, and this is my special guest today, my husband.
I'm Chris.
And we are with Factory Direct Craft. We are located in Springboro. So if you are new here or you are stopping by to listen to us, feel free to say hi in the comments. If you are on replay, go ahead and hashtag replay. So that way, later on, when this is over, I can come back and chat with you, even when it's the replay. I'm always coming back and checking the comments and talking with you all.
No, I know she does that a lot.
Hey! Now, hello, everybody. Thanks for coming in and joining us. Hi, Kat. Hi, Gloria. Karen. Gloria said hello. Yep. Nice to meet you, Chloe. So, yeah, like I said, since Brian's out, I had to pull him on. So, we were trying to figure out some questions that we can ask for him later on in the live. Nice hat, Chris. That's his birthday hat. From Deneen.
Yep, that Deneen got me.
Yep. Looks good on him.
I like it. I like the way it fits. It's hard to find a good hat when you got a head that looks this good.
Oh, so good. Looks like Carmen. Hello, Carmen. She called you a handsome fella.
See? She knows what she's talking about.
Yes, I'm sure Brian is having a great time. Hopefully he didn't have to deal with the storms. Hopefully everybody did okay with the storms last night. It was a little rough.
Yeah.
You were sleeping.
But I got up. I went to the basement with you.
You were sleeping. I'm sitting here checking the phone, waiting for, the kids to come rolling in. I'm checking the weather and everything, and you were just sound asleep. He was just sleeping.
I got up when I need to get up.
Yeah. I'm nervous, just because they're hyping up. I don't know if it got bad where you guys are. I mean, it truly wasn't bad, but just how they were talking it up on our side when it got to us, I was a little nervous. I was a little, especially with all the tornadoes that were happening.
Yeah, and Sunday night too didn't help.
No,
we had tornadoes Sunday evening too as well, but at least it wasn't in the middle of the night.
No,
and the kids slept with us.
That was fine. No, this one's at 1:00. The tornado warnings are going off. We're trying to scramble to go downstairs.
The dog needs to go out.
Yeah. Thankfully, we have carpet down there now. If you are new here, we had our sump pump go out on us, and we lost pretty much everything in our basement. So we finally got carpet, and we had something nice to sit on while we were down there. But of course, the dogs need to go out, and our puppy decided to break in the carpet last night, which I was sitting there at like 12:00. I'm like, I should probably take the dogs out before it gets bad. And then Aniston comes in. Oh well. We were all safe. We were all fine. It was a little crazy. I'm tired. But it looks like, Michelle, how long have you guys worked for Factory Direct? So, Lord, I don't know how long I have been working with Factory Direct, because I know I have been off and on for a while, because when I went to school. Mm-hmm. I went to school for physical therapy, and then I worked at a chiropractor's office, and I came in and helped as well with Factory Direct. So I think that was...
Oh, that was in our old building.
Yeah.
And we've been in this building going on 13 years.
So maybe 15, 16 years?
Yeah.
Sounds about right. You, on the other hand, have been born in this business.
Pretty much, yeah. 1985.
Yeah. Really. 1985. You have been born into this business. Will Brian be joining us? No, I think he said he was going to try, but I think with the time difference.
7 in the morning.
Yeah, it's 7 out there, and I think they said that they were going to go hiking, or I can't remember. They said they were going on a drive today, so he will not be making it today, but that's okay, because I've got my handsome little husband. I mean, my handsome husband, and my little girl over there. Gloria, and then Michelle. Aniston reminds me of the laugh tracks off of the old TV shows.
Yeah, when they had the sign that says applaud, light up like the live studio audience.
She does very good with that.
Yep.
So we do have a question for you today. The question is, I've got a couple actually. One question is, what would be one of your favorite upcycling projects that you have done? Is there a item that you have found out, that you have found at the thrift store and that you have turned it into something else? Or the other question is, with your crafting supplies, what is one item that you have abundance of? I know I was looking in my craft room yesterday trying to figure out how to clean and organize it, and I'm like, I have so much wood items.
I was going to say wood cutouts.
Yes, yeah. I have a lot of wood cutouts, a lot of beads, lots of it.
And they usually end up in the girls' rooms.
They do. Our girls come into my office and go through every drawer that I have trying to find things to craft with, and they end up everywhere. No matter how much I try to tell them, you need to ask before you come in and grab stuff. Thankfully, I know of a place I can come and get more things.
You got a guy.
I got a guy. I'll just text you and be like, can you bring me this?
That's pretty much usually a few days a week. Hey, have you left work yet? No? Okay, can you go to aisle 27 and grab one of these for me?
Yep, thankfully.
Yes. Apparently wood, yeah. Wood, everyone says they got wood.
Wood. It's just a great little little pieces to, you can create anything with. But yeah, I have a lot of wood cutouts and plaques. I use a lot of plaques. Ribbon galore. Yeah. Yep. I have a couple totes. I've taken totes from work here and they're filled with ribbon. I'm trying to figure out how to organize those, and I just stick them in totes.
It's better than just laying around.
Yeah. So it looks like some of these comments are taking a little bit to come in. Kat says she has abundance of flowers and wood surfaces. Yes. Paints and ribbon. I have a lot of paint. Dried up paint. Yeah. I need to go through. Kids take it.
Aniston yesterday, when she was here at work with me, she goes, I want to paint. And so she goes and grabs some paint. I go, I bet you it's dried up. She opens one up. Yep, dried up. Takes it, throws it away. Grabs another one, dried up, throws it away.
Yep.
No painting.
Yep, that's how, girls go in there and I want to finger paint. This is not the paint that you need to use for finger paint, but go ahead. Go at it. Nichole, have you gotten any word on the big paper mache crosses? I know they were in the works of being made. I know it takes some time to get in. I know. Don't we have a couple shipments coming in with paper mache?
There is one container on the way, but I do know those probably wouldn't be on there because they do have to make a new mold for that. Yeah. To get the frame and the shape for them. But I do know Pam has gotten them. They're on the works. They're in the works, and they will be here eventually. But I'm thinking probably late summer, honestly.
Late summer. That's what I was gonna say. Pam, if you're on here and you know anything else, date or whatnot, feel free to let us know or IM me, and I can, Gloria. And if I don't hear anything now, what I will do is I will check in on that, and then I can get back with you with that date with the paper mache. I know I'm excited for that to come in. There's a lot of things that you can do with that. Hi, Chris. How are you? Carmen, I use clothes hangers too. Oh, that's a good idea. I never really thought about that. Using clothes hangers for organizing ribbons. That's a great idea.
Yeah, they have a short, a small put up.
Yeah.
Of some sort. You could hang a 3-yard put up on a hanger easily.
Yeah, you could. That's a good idea. I have lots of wood plaques and rubber stamps. I need to get me some stamps. Most of the ink boxes are dried out. I can see that happening, especially with my kids. You're welcome, Gloria. But yeah, so I hope everybody's week has been great so far. I know there's been a lot of weather coming through, and God, we are going to be rained out in the next 4 days.
Yeah, it looks like through Sunday.
That's
for sure. It just looks like it's going to rain.
Yeah, so hopefully we don't float away.
Yeah, well, get it out of here. We're going to go camping next weekend.
Yeah.
So hopefully it'll be dried out by then.
I hope so. And good thing we got our sump pump all fixed up, and so we don't have to worry about that. I know my sister-in-law was texting me this morning, making sure that everything's good down in the basement so that we don't lose anything that we have tried to replace. We haven't got very far, though. I was very thankful that, because we still, everything that we lost in the flood, the pool downstairs, it was still sitting on our driveway. So that's been how many weeks?
Well, it's been 2 months, because I'm still working with the insurance, and even this morning I had to call and talk to our adjuster about it because of getting the billing and stuff. She says it's it's all done and stuff, but it's like I haven't seen anything yet. So finally it's like I'm just gonna start doing something.
Yeah.
I'm tired of waiting around.
It does. It takes forever. But yeah, we finally got somebody. Aniston, don't think of the lights. It got dark in here.
Turn that back on.
But we finally found somebody to pick up the all the trash and furniture pieces out there. I was afraid from Sunday storm that things were going to get blown away, because we had gusts up to like 70 miles per hour.
Yeah.
I mean, it was to the point. Normally, I don't really get too nervous with storms because I have him to go to. But yeah, just seeing the panels of the glass shake on our doors, I'm like, okay.
I always tell him, if I get nervous, you get nervous.
I know. Doesn't he say that a lot? Yeah. So hopefully you guys are good. No damages where you are. I know there's a couple of areas that we're expecting like 15 inches of rain. Or
down to the south and Kentucky.
And that's the place that just got hit with pretty bad tornadoes from last night's storms.
Certain areas, yeah.
It's okay. Of course, as soon as I said tornado, Anston's with her mouth open over there. So everything's okay. Yeah, she had a rough night last night, which made me have a rough night. So I'm gonna need extra coffee.
I was just sleeping.
I know. He just sleeps. He just sleeps. The funniest thing is when he's talking about sleeping is when I was pregnant with Adley, so our first child.
I know where this is going.
Yep. So I knew something was coming because I was having back pain. So I was having back labor. And I knew something was coming. I was uncomfortable and it was going into the nighttime. And he was like, well, you just need to get some sleep. You need to be well rested if something does happen. So he goes to bed. I'm laying on the couch. I can't get comfortable.
This is after walking around the yard all day, too.
Yes, I was walking around our yard. And finally, I'm starting to feel contractions, and they're getting closer. And he's just sound asleep in there. So I go back to him and wake him up. I'm like, honey, I think it's time. I think, I'm going in labor and we need to go to the hospital. He's like, oh no, you're okay. Just go back to sleep.
Are you sure? Are you sure?
After the fact, you said, no, okay. You're fine. Just go back to sleep. And then you said, I'm like, no, honey. And then you're like, are you sure?
But what happened?
And then all of a sudden,
I told you to go get a shower and get something to eat. And you even say after the fact, you're like, I was glad you did that.
Yes, yeah, I am. But I'm like, when he said, are you sure? I got a nice contraction right in front of him. He's like, oh, okay, yeah, I think it's time. I will never forget that. Let me get caught up on, I think the storms are heading my way in Pennsylvania. Yeah, hopefully they've calmed down.
Not nearly as severe as what
they were rough. The wind is what scares me too as well. Hail. We had hail on Sunday.
Yeah, especially down here at work. There was a lot more than was at the house. Yeah.
But last night we didn't.
No.
It didn't even get really windy in our area. But then we got the tornado warning, so we had to go downstairs. So I don't know, what happened in that. But I don't think it really got that bad.
It didn't seem like.
No, I think it was more towards Springboro area here at work. But I think it was just like a false alarm. Nothing really touched down. But, they're saying hi to you. Say hi, Carmen. Is that your bunny? Who got you that bunny? Daddy. Did Daddy get you that while he was in Las Vegas? Yeah. You love it, huh? But with the questions, if you are just now catching in and catching us live, there are 2 questions that we always like to ask our followers. And so the first question was, what would be your favorite upcycling project? Is there an item that you have found at the thrift store that you had turned into something else?
Maybe something in the trash.
Or something in the trash. Who knows? I know I've had a couple of people in my life that have gone garbage dumpster diving, right?
Yep.
You being one of them. I think that was when what was that? Your mom found something or...
Oh, I'm sure there's been many times I was in a dumpster trying to pull something out for my mother.
So, is there anything that you remember?
Off the top of my head, No, I can't pinpoint a certain item, but I do know I was doing it.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I always make fun of him because, knock on wood, he is never really sick. And I said it's because of all the dumpster diving that his mother has made him do throughout his life that has built up his immune system very well. But I know I've gotten my grandfather. He did a lot of dumpster diving, and we have several items, thankfully, that we were able to save from the flood. But we've got a couple rocking chairs and doll cribs, I think, downstairs.
The little car.
The little car.
The car in my office. The little Tyke's car.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah, I forgot about that one. But yeah, he always found the neatest things and was able to clean them up and pass them down to family members and kids. And I know the rocking chairs have gone through multiple kids.
Oh yeah.
Through our family, so it's always fun to find those items that people think are trash, but honestly, they just need a little TLC and love to bring them back to life. Hello, Linda. I think crafting and thrifting just go together. They really do. I upcycle silver trays that I found at Goodwill. Oh, well, that's great. What do you do with them? Do you make them into like pictures, or do you bring them back to life and use them as trays?
I was gonna say, yeah, were they like tarnished and you have go and buff it out and make it look new again, or
yeah,
sometimes the being tarnished gives it that old look as well.
It does. It does. Let's see. Chris said, "Love dumpster diving." I don't think I've ever dumpster dived.
We used to always have to smash the cardboard in the dumpster here at work.
So you were the go-to, the smasher. Like you're going in there smashing grapes, but it's, for cardboard. Wine, but it's cardboard. That sounds fun. But being a kid.
Oh yeah, I was young.
I was about to say, you probably would enjoy that. I like to find glassware, vases, glasses, pour paint on them, fluid art. Oh, well, that sounds fun, Xenia. Xena, did I say that right? I'm really bad. Okay, thank you. I'm really bad at pronouncing names. So sorry if I butchered that. But yeah, that sounds fun.
Well, we found that big ball glass pitcher in the basement.
Oh, we did. I need to bring that in.
Yeah, that was really neat, actually. We found that in the basement when I was down there cleaning after it flooded.
Yeah, we had, this house, the house that we live in, if you don't know, we bought it from Chris's parents. So we have a lot of leftover stuff that, they've collected over the years. And we found a lot of unique stuff down there. So there was like this huge ball pitcher vase, like the mason jars. But yeah, it's a huge
probably
vase.
Half
gallon, yeah. So we brought that up, and now I put flowers in it for right now until I figure out what I'm going to do with it. Let's see. Cat love repurposing wood crates and containers. Yes, that's always fun. I found an old muffin pan at a thrift store and painted little winter scenes in each of the cups. Oh, that sounds like a great idea. That'd be really pretty to set around on your mantle or hang up. Yeah, I love to go to Goodwill, thrift stores, and yard sales. And now the liquidating bins. Yeah.
Yep.
That would be fun. I know. I don't really get out and thrift a lot. I need to probably start doing that.
Clothes for the kids.
Yeah, we go through a lot of clothes.
we're almost to that point to where we don't have the leftover clothes from Adley to give to Aniston because they're getting closer in size now.
They are, yeah. So, or she's just wore them out too much. Are you making faces at him? You're full of it this morning for not getting much rest.
Yeah, you keep me all night.
Yeah. But I know when we were down in Florida, we were talking to your parents, and your parents found those those deer.
Yes, yeah, the brass deer.
The brass deer, and they were very tarnished.
And made in Korea.
Yes, Korea.
So very old, and my dad said he put it in vinegar mainly, and then
just let it sit in vinegar.
Yeah, and they were pretty much black, and then they brought them back to that nice brass color.
Yeah, I can't remember how many hours that he said he spent on trying to bring these brass deer back to life, but I know he said he spent a good day on it.
Yep.
And just letting it sit. But I think we're back up, and
that's just the signal here, so that's no big deal.
I think we're okay. I think it's my computer that's freezing up. If you still see us, let us know. Thank you, Aniston. Yeah, so but we've got, I know I've been working on a couple projects. This one I just posted, I think last week. Here, I'm all backwards again. I made this simple bunny wreath. As Chris liked to say, it looked like a cat at first.
The ears look like cats.
Yeah. Well, I bent them. I made them pointy. There we go. But yeah, it was just a simple wreath made with I'm just going to sit here and look through the circle. But the box, oh no! Well, my flowers are falling apart. I guess I didn't wire that well enough. But grapevine wreath, and then some wiring with the beads. I doubled the wire to make it a little thicker, and the beads fit nicely in them.
Yeah.
Used some lamb ears and some floral. Oh, thank you so much. I'll have to fix that. But yeah, this was just a fun, easy project. It didn't take too much materials with that one.
We still have a few weeks to Easter.
Yeah, still have a few weeks. I'm going to put this in the girls' bathroom. I'm running out of room to put all my creations in the house. But another project that I just finished, I was having a hard time trying to figure out how to display it. So we have these paper mache bowls here.
It comes in a set of 3.
It comes in a set of 3, and they nest inside of each other really nicely. So blue this Easter is huge. So I had found these beautiful napkins on Amazon and decoupaged those on. Oh no, I'm losing my eggs. But I Mod Podge those on the paper mache bowls, and it looks so pretty with that blue. And I put some moss and some
that's reindeer moss.
Reindeer moss and some Spanish moss.
Yep,
Thank you.
Raffia.
Yep, and just kind of stack that inside. And I had a couple ideas of how to display it. We have these really nice wooden, I don't know where I'm going to put this now. These wooden
bowl holders. Yeah.
Bowl holders. And, I thought the bowl that I chose to do was a little too big to sit in.
That's a smaller one.
Yeah. But I don't think it looks that bad. So these actually do come apart, but I actually glued them together because I said since it was too big to sit in this way, I kind of glued it together so I could sit it on top, which I don't think that looks too bad.
But I like the way you did it.
But then I went ahead and did the smaller bowl. Here, there's a shine on it. And I'm going to glue it together and have it sit on top of each other for a nice little table decoration for eggs and along with my Easter decorations. Yeah, but I found those napkins on Amazon and I just fell in love. I think I'm going to try to do some put them on some egg cutouts. Thank you for my egg. Thank you, Michelle. Thank you. And is that the same napkins that were used? No, I don't think so. They're very similar. So we have the wooden eggs, Desiree. Yep. So Desiree, she actually lives in Florida as well, and she does. We collab with her, and she does a lot of our floral designs, and she's been doing a lot more with crafting. So I think they're very similar to the ones that she had found. I think she found those at a thrift store. So they're very similar. We both kind of, I think we've been working so much together that on some projects, we start kind of doing the same things on a couple things that I've noticed, which is kind of fun. But yeah, even with the small bowl, that one fits in there very nicely.
But then you don't have enough room for eggs.
You don't have enough room for eggs, but you can put
tiny eggs in there.
Tiny eggs, you are correct. Good job.
Robin eggs.
Robin eggs. You're learning so well. Very good, Aniston. But yeah, so there's just a couple different ideas that you can display them. So that one has not been posted yet, but I figured I would show it off and see what you guys thought. If you liked the wood base or the two paper mache bowls stacked together.
I like the two bowls.
I think I do too. Because you see more of the napkin, giving the blues, seeing that kind of detail. The wood, along with the blue and the white from the napkin, I think it looks great. But I might try to do something else with it. I use those to hold my light planters. Yes. Does the smaller bowl work in the... Yes. So I don't know if you did see that, but yes, the smaller bowl does fit perfectly in the stand. So, and as Aniston says, you can put small eggs in there. So, great idea. The bowls are really nice. So many things that you can do with them, decoration-wise, and displaying them on your coffee table and putting, your eggs in there. What else could you put in there? Craftiness.
I mean, depending on the time of the year. I mean, even that print, even though it's got bunnies on it, it's still a very kind of a classic print, I guess.
It is, especially for spring.
Yeah.
But you can do decoupage with Memorial Day, summer. Find some wildflowers or anything like that. So it's a fun way to kind of create and for different seasonal crafts.
I was gonna say between the deer and your children, we hardly have any flowers outside.
No.
They're all on the counter, or the deers have eaten them.
Yes, we had come home.
All of our tulips.
All of our tulips have been eaten, which I try not to get mad because I do love my deer. I don't, and it's because it's your fault because you didn't buy the food block yet.
I wanted you to be able to enjoy it.
So they ate my flowers instead of the food block.
There you go.
So I don't get too mad. It's okay. But then Aniston, in the last couple days, she comes inside, which I love. I've got them in cups now, but she'll come inside with handfuls of flowers in her hands and saying, "I'm picking these for you." And I'm like, "Thank you." All my flowers are gonna be gone. Can't get too mad. It was very cute. Putting candy in them, yes, that would be a great idea. You can do it Halloween theme or, any seasonal, colors or whatnot, and put little candies in there for people to take. That's a great idea. Have you heard from Las Vegas? Holy wind. Did he bring the weather for him? I'm not really quite sure how the weather has been in Las Vegas. Hopefully it's been okay, so he can enjoy it a little bit.
It says it's 46 out there right now, so that's not.
That's not.
It's warmer here.
It is. It is. Where are you going? Okay. Yeah, but hopefully he's enjoying, and getting to enjoy the kid-free time, which sounds lovely. I can't get. We had a few. My parents. When the kids were little, we had our time of having kid-free time.
We did some good trips.
We did. We celebrated our 10-year anniversary, and we got to go to St. Croix, which was lovely.
Oh yeah, it was very nice.
St. Croix is so beautiful.
Went to Maui a couple
Went to
times.
Maui. Yeah, we got to go meet someone that we worked with that actually lived in Maui. So we got to fly to with Mod Podging the napkins on there. Turned out really cute. I just had some things in a tote. Thank you. I just had some stuff laying around in a tote trying to find fillers for this bowl. So I'm like, I just kind of threw things in there to have the natural colors and the green in there. So did we freeze again? I knew we were freezing. I think since with the storms last night, I think they're having some internet connection
I did see a few places on the way here.
They lost power.
Yeah. Just right up the road.
Hopefully we don't lose connection altogether. But yeah, I saw there was a huge water main break there on 73.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Yeah. Keep losing your signal. It keeps on coming and going. Are we okay now? You seem to be back. Okay. Sorry, guys. All this weather is... Right, do you got a banana? Yeah? Is it good? Well, I guess we can start showing off some items here that we had picked. I'm not going to take this down, but this is one of my favorites. It is a nice jute carrot garland. It has kind of like that rustic look to it. It's a great piece. We have some signs up here. This one is a good story here. It is a bunny wooden plaque that says Spring Blessings. You took Adley to Dallas. Yeah. So Adley, the oldest, she's going to be 9. She has been able to
go to a couple trade shows.
Trade shows with just you, while I stay back with the little one. So she gets, to have fun and help and pick out items. And she found that one.
She picked that item out, and I took her picture with it, and I said, we'll see how well it sells.
Yeah, and I think it's selling pretty well. She did really good, and it fits with a lot of our wreaths that you can... So it's separate from the wreath. It's just a wooden plaque. I don't think we have an extra one here. But the wreath, I don't know what to, how to describe something, so I'm glad you're here to help. But yeah, they are a great seller. We sell them in sets of 6, I think 12 as well. Different. Yeah, 6. Pam did get back with me. She says she does not have a date yet for those paper mache crosses. So if I hear anything, Gloria, I will make sure to pass it along with you. But yeah, got these cute little bunny sets here. I love these. I know the girls love them. Just super simple, cute little figurines to sit along your tables for the Easter season, spring. They got their legs.
They're rigid. They're not movable.
They're not movable, no. So they are metal. It feels like they use like the doll stand.
No, it's probably just that. Not quite sure.
Not quite
I'm
sure.
not going to take it apart.
No. But yes. So the legs are not movable. They stand straight up. With their floppy ears, you can bend the ears.
There's metal on.
So that makes it nice. Yeah, but they're just cute little decorations for your Easter time. Got some cute jute eggs that you can hang around. They come in 3 different colors.
Yep, they are assorted.
So they come in the yellow, the purple, and grayish blue color. Those are great for a bunny trail outside. Yes, they would be. Yeah, but these are super cute. Just simple little decorations with little buttons. Great for hanging out in your Easter tree. I don't know if you guys do an Easter tree, which Desiree did do a Easter tree, but she used it was just a pick. It was a long
I
pick.
must have missed that one.
Yeah, we have a pick that has Easter eggs on it, and she just put it in a small little vase with some foam, and she created her own like little small miniature Easter tree, and it looked really pretty. I never even thought about that. What else here? Is there anything else that we want to show off?
Or anything you want to see from back there?
Yes. Is there anything that you want to see? I know it's kind of hard to see, but we've got several different springtime garlands, florals. I thought these are really cute.
Those also come in different.
These are
colors.
assorted.
Yeah.
It's hard with that light, but they do have little floral prints on them, little feathers, just a simple styrofoam egg to add in. So you got the pinks, orange, greens, and like a yellow color. So those are assorted colors. But yeah. Is there anything else that you guys may have questions on or you would like to see? I know I've got a few questions that maybe we can pick Chris's brain over here a little bit and see what he has to say, especially since he was born in this industry and business with his family. I know we talked about one with the garbage dumpster diving, which that always makes me laugh when we talk about little funny stories that he has done as he has grown up in this business. But yeah. So, and I did want to mention, we do have a sale going on. I don't know if you have gotten the emails. If you're not signed up for the emails, that's the best way to receive the coupon codes, any promos that we have going on. You can sign up easily on our webpage. You can scroll down to the bottom and input your email in there. If you are having issues, you can always email us, get us on Facebook, live chat us, call us. But we have a Easter sale going on, and I will go ahead and post that coupon code in here. It's good until the 6th at midnight. So I will go ahead and add that.
I can do it.
It's okay.
Here. There we go. So it's FB.
FBOE.
No, not OE. FB Spring 25. Yes, and that is good for 20% off of your order. So feel free to take advantage of that. So that's good until the 6th, which is that Sunday or Friday? No. Oh, it's Sunday. Today is Thursday.
Yes.
This week has flown by. Yeah, so it's good until the end of the day on Sunday at midnight. What are you doing? Yeah. You're silly. Well, if you guys do not have any other questions at this time or looking.
The bunnies.
Is there a way to find passwords? Trying to find grass pick. Yes, we can. If you message me on Facebook, or you can go on live chat, email us. We can try to look up if it's underneath your name. We can look it up that way, or we can look it up by your email address. So I will take a look at that if we don't hear from you, and I can look into the orders. You said it was 2 orders ago. I'll be able to try to find that for you, and I'll send you an email. Video is still glitchy. Sorry, guys. Still, I guess, just having a lot of issues with the connection and service here. But, yeah, so let us know if you, again, if you catch us on replay, feel free to write a comment in here, #replay. Let us know that you did catch us, and let us know where you're from. And if you want to answer the questions that we had asked at the beginning of the show, feel free to. I'd love to hear what you guys have to say. And if you want to share the pictures, feel free to add those in there as well.
And also, Nancy, the bunnies, they are sold separately. It's not as a set. So.
Oh, are they?
Yeah.
Thank you. I didn't even see that comment. Yes, so they are sold as a set. Separately. Lord, yes. Separately. Thank you. Aline, always a joy. Well, thank you so much for joining us. I know we do have a couple questions that we'll ask Chris here. What are you doing? And then we'll end this live for today. So the first question I have for you, what are some good or bad memories that you have had, or just fond memories that you have had working since you have, you've grown into this business with your parents, or, with past employees or employees that we have now? Is there anything that sticks out in your mind?
Well, I could definitely,
I'm sure you could.
I could tell Fran stories for days.
Fran stories, I'm sure. Fran was always she was always fond of you.
Yep, she was the best, and she'd always say she'd dance at her wedding, and
she sure did. Yeah, that was wonderful that she was able to join us on our wedding and celebrate that time. So that was good, and that was fun.
I was thinking about too. One time we got a whole entire container of Christmas trees that, when they were put in the container, the wood was still wet.
Oh no!
It molded on its way over, and we had to.
I think I remember hearing about that.
Yeah, that was at our old building. Yeah, and that was back then. We used to sell the skinny alpine trees.
Yeah,
and we
did. We sold a lot of those.
That was hard. When you really think about it, that was really hard. That we had spent all this money and time, and then got a whole entire container of product we couldn't sell.
I was gonna say, so what happens in that instance?
The factory made it okay, and they remade the order, but you lost your whole entire selling season.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
I know we've had some items like that when they are coming from overseas or whatnot, that you do run into some of those issues, but a whole entire container.
Yeah, exactly.
That's hard.
Usually maybe a little bit here and there, but no, it was a whole container. And that was, and I remember we had, it was like on a Saturday. But do I craft, Gloria? I give criticisms.
He does. He likes to.
I don't know. I wouldn't say I craft.
No, you do build. So I guess that is a crafting. It's a different type of craft. I mean, you've built. You've got the little chick in my bowl. Beautiful. So you have created and made our own dining room table, which turned out beautifully.
I did do that. Mantles and stuff before.
You've made mantles. Yeah. So you're very handy at...
I know what I can do, and I know what I can't do.
Yes, and you're very good at, drawing the line at something. If you can't do it, you just throw in the flag and ask for help if we need.
So Nancy asked about the weirdest item that I thought would never sell.
Yes, that's a good question, Nancy.
Back probably 10, 12 years ago, we do closeout shows a lot, and one of the vendors we dealt with had a tree that was made for fish tanks. But I saw this tree and I go, that's perfect for Fairy Garden, because that was when Fairy Garden was really big. And I bought maybe like 800, 1,000 of them or something like that, and we sold them in like 2 months.
Really?
Yeah, and I actually still have one sitting on top of my desk.
Because it's kind of like, I don't know if I remember that.
That, and then there was, it was made for fish tanks. So it had a nice weighted bottom.
Yeah.
And you could use it outside because it was plastic, so it was perfect for a
that works great.
Garden. Yep.
That's great. Is there any other weird items?
one time I bought an entire truckload of berry stems. It's not a weird item, but it was a we didn't, the person that had them was in Canada, and so he would not ship it to us, even though it was just over the border in Canada to us. He wouldn't ship it because of he was afraid of the duties and taxes on it. Yeah. So I literally had to fly to Toronto for a day, go up there, sign a piece of paper, and fly back. And I said, the truck still beat me here.
That's funny.
But yeah, weird items. I mean, you'll find things that you can be repurposed.
Yes, we do. You guys, that's one thing that we have always said with Sherry, and I know you've learned it as well along the way. And that kind of goes in my next question. You know, you go to these trade shows and you are looking for these items. What makes a good item, or how do you know what items to purchase? I mean, I know trends and all that stuff you go off of, but...
Well, you have items like the chicks that you know every year you're going to sell chicks. But I ask you, I'll ask Pam, I'll ask my mother still, how many, you know, what have you seen? You know, obviously colors and that type of stuff, but sometimes it can be nerve-wracking. You just got to kind of take a stab, and you know, and just take a stab at it and hope it, you know, not everything's going to sell.
No.
You know, we've had items that don't sell.
Yeah, and that your mom will take to the grave.
Yep, that's the saying around here. But then you have items too that you bought thinking, well, maybe you'll be okay, but then it sells great.
And then we can't.
You don't have enough.
And then you don't have enough, and it's hard to get more. And
on the berry stems, I believe it was 152,000 stems.
That's a lot of stems.
Yes. Yep. And the guy that had them, he did like returns from Walmart Canada, and I have no clue how he had them. And it was just one of those off the wall deals that we'd been able to work, and we'd actually had gone back then too, and had the stems made overseas because it was such a good seller. Yep.
Yeah, I know you've definitely got a lot of stories. I know before we had kids, I was able to endure some of these crazy warehouse and going to these different, places that were either going out of business and getting to see how these other places run, or I've been in some crazy warehouses.
Well, I mean, even down to helping other businesses.
We do.
So actually right now, he's a really good friend of mine. He runs a business out of Chicago, and he bought a lot of closeouts from a metal company, which we bought some of the stuff too as well. We showed back, I don't know, it's been a couple weeks ago. And they just keep pulling more and more and more, and he doesn't have the room, so I'm bringing it here and storing it for him. And he said he's got a couple trucks sitting in California. So there's stories like that, and that's just being around and doing it and knowing people.
Yeah.
So that's what I always think. I talked to the guy I was speaking to yesterday. And I go, Jonas, his name's Jonas. How many more truckloads do they have? He goes, I don't know. He goes, I'm on 19. And he goes, I still think they have about another 10 maybe. He goes, I don't know what I'm going to do with all of this.
No.
So we literally have trailers sitting outside right now with, just to store stuff.
Just to help him out.
Yeah. So.
Well, that's good.
Any other questions? And yes, we did sell all berry stems.
Yes.
and bought them again.
Yeah, bought them again, had them made, and bought them in again. That's wonderful. But yeah, if you guys have any other questions that you want, Chris to answer, he does a lot of the buying aspects. He deals. There's so many things that there's not one thing that I don't think you have not done here.
No.
You just do whatever. But yeah, you travel, you work with other businesses, you do a lot of the buying, the trade shows, warehouse, maintenance.
I was out working on one of our order pickers earlier this morning,
yes.
ordering parts for that. So I'll have to be working on that later.
That's the joys of family business and
yeah.
Keeping it small and whatnot. So yeah, if you have any questions for him, it's always fun to kind of pick his brain, especially since he's been, with the business all of his life.
Pretty much.
40 years.
Pretty much. Really never had another job.
No.
I really haven't.
But he went and got his pilot's license. He went to school in Hawaii, which is crazy to think that, hey, I'm just going to go to college. It's going to be in Hawaii, though.
Well,
but you said it didn't last long.
I came back.
You did come back.
When I met you, right?
I'm glad that you did come back. I'm glad you came back. I'm glad it was very expensive over there.
It was.
Well, yeah, you said that they had sign-ups for, like, if you guys were needing to go to the store or something like that.
Yeah, and then they would have, like, a sign-up on the, a person actually had a car.
Yeah.
No one had a car, really. So.
No. So you would have to help with all, go with random people.
Yeah. Yep.
Which I'm sure that was interesting. But Linda, we appreciate what you do.
Well, I enjoy what I do though too as well.
Do.
So
you do great.
It makes the days go quick, and I enjoy working too. That's one thing I do a lot of, like our wholesale. Mm-hmm. I enjoy working with other businesses, and I think mainly the reason I enjoy that so much is, we've persevered through all these years, and then being able to help someone else, maybe that they're a startup or something like that, helping them to get going too. That's rewarding to me. Mm-hmm. Our industry needs more. We need more doers and makers and businesses that actually care and want to see other people succeed. So
I know, especially when we started up with Fair, which is a wholesale. For businesses, a way to help save, and it's honestly a great thing. So if you own a business, it's a great thing to check out, and we sell a lot of items. We're adding items every single day on there.
Well, we're really putting the items on there that are, we feel that the business can make some money on it as well too. So being wholesale, it's a lot more tighter margins, obviously, but definitely it's been good. And like I said, that's the part I like. I like being able to see other people succeed too.
Thank you. Yes, I know you've helped a lot of new people, new companies starting on Fair when we started. So I know that has been fun. But so I mean, if you guys have any other questions, we are here on an hour already, which is kind of crazy. But if you have any questions and you catch this on replay and you want to ask Chris, pick his brain a little bit more, or ask him questions, feel free. I will be more than happy to get that information over to you, or just come and say hi to us. If you come on here, make sure you say hi, where you're from, and we would love to hear from you. And we will be back next week. I think things will be back to our normal, getting both Brian and myself here. And I think, so, which we are almost to Easter, which is insane, but I know it's a little later this year.
It's very late this
year. How many days till Easter? Maybe
it's 3 weeks.
18, 17, 18 days.
Yep.
Or 20.
20, that's more. You want more days till Easter?
Yeah.
No. Okay.
3.
3 days though. No. But all right, guys. Well, thank you so much again for joining us on these lives. We have so much fun talking with you and hanging out and, getting to learn more about the business and whatnot. I'm glad my husband joined me today, so I did not have to do this alone. But I hope you guys have a great weekend. Take care. Hopefully we do not get rained out and floating somewhere. So
hope not.
No, I hope not. But yes, thank you guys so much again. I hope you guys have a great weekend, and we will see you next week. And thank you for coming on with me.
Well, thank you. Thanks, everyone.
Take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Let them see your face and say bye-bye.